Hi again and welcome to part 2 of my journal. Showed you how to put all the papers together yesterday, and here I'm going to show you how to put some of the bands in, some places to put some notebooks, etc. So with this one I'm just putting a belly band on with a slider. Just get it the right way. Very simple to do. Little bit of glue on each end and then pop that on your page. And then with that you can put some little tags in. One side is just plain paper, so you can journal on that, write whatever you want, little lists, what am I going to do today, etc, etc. So with that one I'd cut out the tag, which I kindly got from the ladies of a group called Cogs on Facebook. Just vintage in the end with some Tim Holtz around the edges, I should say, with some Tim Holtz ink, little bit of embroidery cotton, and there you've got your tag ready to journal on. And then these tags can be just tucked underneath the belly band there. Okay, so on the next 2 pages I'm just going to put some little pockets, a square pocket that you can see there, and just out of shot a little triangular pocket. Again, I've inked right around the edges, only a little bit, you don't need a lot, it just gives it that little aged look. And I'm sticking the pockets on there, ready to put some bits and bobs into them. So you can see me having trouble with my glue. Shaking away, just didn't want to play that little pot of glue at all. Make sure that it opens okay. And then I've made a little book there that I've stapled together, and then I'm using another tag with a fold at the top, which I can glue on to the little notebook. It hides the staple. And then it's just perfect size for lists. All I did was cut strips of coffee stain paper and just folded it over to fit. And that slips nicely into that little pocket. And there's another tag going into the other pocket. So I'd done a long length pocket on that page. I'd already done it. More coffee stain papers. Covered it over with some nice paper, and I put them in with elastic so you can take the paper out once it's full. And this is 2 little folded tags. I'd already made one of them, but there's the other one, 15 centimetres, scored at 5 centimetres each, cut the corners off and then folded it over, and it makes a lovely little pocket. And just to get rid of the white at the top, I've put some contrasting paper in there, so just to finish that off. Again, glue them on again, back to my normal glue, because the little pot was driving me nuts. And then glue them together, and then to go in them I've made tiny little tags, just under 5 centimetres wide, with more contrasting paper, and then they're going to go in like so. So they cover the whole page, but cover right up the middle of the page, and gives you plenty more room to put some little tags in. These will fit more than one tag in. You don't have to leave it at that. You'd probably get 3 or 4 in, I would think. But obviously the more you put in your book, the wider, the chunkier that your book's going to be at the end. Okay, so now that's stuck down, we can go on to another belly band that I'd already put in. Didn't think it was worth you doing that, watching that again. Another little notebook, again, I've just used a scrap of paper at the top, folded, and then to cover the staples I've put a little bit of lace on it. And there you go, there's the pocket I made when I made the book, right in the middle. Couple of tags in there, and then that's your book, and you're ready then to decorate the front. So on the front I've made a little tag, and it says memories. I'm just going to punch 2 little holes in there and tie the tag on. You're better punching 2 little holes on because it ties better and it sits better. I've tried it with one and it just doesn't sit right for some unknown reason. More embroidery thread. Made sure I've used the same embroidery thread right the way through for consistency. Just wetting the end and popping that through. And then you'll see I just tie that on with a bow. Really quite simple. You can put as many of these tags as you want on the front. It doesn't just have to be one. So now that's on, I'm going to get a couple of little flowers, just folded concertina flowers. Just flowers out of my stash. I couldn't tell you where I got them from. I've just got that much stash lying around. I just never know. But you can get these in most hobbycraft shops, the Works, all that sort of place. They're not expensive. So just put 2 flowers on there for now. And then I decided to put some ribbon on to close the book over. So I'm going to tie the ribbon onto the embroidery thread that's holding the signatures in, just so it doesn't fall off when it's open. And then again, another bow. So I ended up finishing this off a bit later with, I put some leaves on and I put a couple of little butterflies on. So I'll pop a picture at the end so you can see that. So there it is, all done. Thanks for watching. See you soon.